Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and this is your preview to the Formula 1 Japanese Grand Prix, Suzka, one of my favourite tracks on the F1 calendar. I absolutely love Spoon Corner. That is one of my favourite sections in the F1 calendar. And also you have a fast corner, which you used to have to brake in that, but pretty much these days is flat out. Yuki Tsunoda's home race 1-for-1. Now, will he get announced with a new contract this weekend? I believe so, as it's the Japanese Grand Prix. And obviously the Japanese fans are going to be absolutely cheering on one man, Yuki Tsunoda, 1-for-1. So going into this weekend, Red Bull, the world champions, will be looking to bounce back after that absolute horror show in Singapore. Way below their usual standards. It's like the car on the hard tyres was awful, sliding all over the place. Yeah, they were just absolutely nowhere. I mean, it was great for the sport to finally get another team winning this season, and it was my team, Ferrari. Can we build on it? Can we have another really strong weekend? Now, as a Ferrari fan, I am taking absolutely nothing for granted whatsoever, because you never know, we could be back to struggling again, but you gotta enjoy these moments, watching my team win the Grand Prix, so hopefully it will continue, but like I said, I'm taking nothing for granted whatsoever. Mercedes, now, they look very strong in Singapore. Can they have another good weekend? George Russell will be looking to put the disappointment behind him, hitting the wall and crashing out to the Singapore Grand Prix because he was having such an amazing race. And what happened? He binned it, he was so annoyed at himself, honestly. He had my driver's number all weekend, George Russell. So he'll be looking to put that behind him. Lewis Hamilton, now, my driver needs a good qualifying. The last two qualifyings, he's been quite poor, Lewis Hamilton, so he needs to bounce back. Aston Martin, I mean, Fernando Alonso, he had a horrible race in Singapore. Let's see how Aston Martin do this weekend. Lance Stroll, obviously, we all know he's out of his depth, and I'm expecting him to be back in the weekend, because obviously he didn't take part in the Singapore Grand Prix after still suffering a few bruises from that awful accident. But he should be back this weekend. Alpine, now, they looked very strong in Singapore. They're having a great race. Ocon retired, unfortunately, but Gasly still brought home some good points, so they'll be looking to build on that. McLaren, now, the big breaking news today, even though I'm bringing this out tomorrow morning, it was announced today that Oscar Piastri has signed a contract extension at the team, which that's absolutely incredible. But I'm really happy for Oscar Piastri. He really deserves that. Norris looking for another strong weekend after doing really well in Singapore. AlphaTauri, now, what can they do? What can 1-for-1 do? He'll be looking for a strong weekend. The Japanese crowd, home crowd behind him. And Liam Lawson is scoring his first points in F1 in just 3 races. So he said he was not happy with their 8th place or whatever he got. That just shows he has high standards. That's the standards he set. That he wanted more. We need more racing drivers like that. You got 2 points, that he was still unhappy about that. I love that attitude. We need more like that in the sport. Who set the bar high. I really respect Liam Lawson for that. I really do. But there's rumours he may not get the AlphaTauri seat for next year, which is absolutely criminal. He's got to get it. He's been absolutely superb, honestly. Alfa Romeo, now, what can they do? Bottas, he's a bit hit and miss. Guan Yu Zhou is just very inconsistent. Haas, now, Kevin Magnussen, can he build on his strong weekend from Singapore? Can he get back on track? We'll wait and see if he can continue momentum, and Hulkenberg will be looking for a strong weekend. And finally, we get on to last but not least, Williams. Alex Albon be looking for a very strong weekend. I'm expecting the Williams to go really well here because it straight line speed circuits, they seem to do really well. Struggled a bit in Singapore, but I'm expecting them to do really well at this track. Logan Sargent, well, I'm not expecting much from him, to be honest. We all know he's out of his depth. So that's a preview done. Join me on Saturday morning for a qualifying review. Now, my good subscriber, MUFC Racer, he is working a night shift, so he will not be able to react to qualifying straight away, but I will still be able to. So, any MUFC Racer subscribers subscribed to my channel, if you want to check out, if you want a bit of F1 qualifying reaction, please check my review out. But MUFC Racer, he will have his up later on in the day, but obviously he needs to sleep because he finishes work about 5:30 AM in the morning. I mean, fair play. Big respect to MUFC Racer for working all them hours. And Sunday, for the race review, that'll be early Sunday morning as well. And then Monday, for driver ratings and team ratings for the Japanese Grand Prix. Bye-bye.